Minnesota highway officials are urging drivers to slow down as they make their way through the I-94 construction zone in Maple Grove. As Sonia Goins reports, the area has seen an extremely high number of crashes since work began.
The construction zone on 94 between Maple Grove and Rogers is hectic for some drivers. It's not unusual to see motorists white-knuckling it through the area.
We know that is a challenging area there.
According to MnDOT, there were 103 crashes from July to September in the construction area from the I-94, 694, 494 interchange to Highway 101. In the previous year, there were 109 crashes in the work zone. Most of the accidents were caused by drivers not paying attention.
A lot of it has to do with people following too close. There's a lot of inattentive driving. Sometimes people will swerve into the other lane and hit another car.
MnDOT lowered the speed limit from 70 to 60 miles per hour in the area to cut down on crashes.
Typically we'll do that in a work zone. It's just better for the workers and the cars going through.
And the good news for commuters, the highway configuration should be back to somewhat normal in November.
Right now it's 5 lanes on the westbound side and 1 lane on the eastbound side. It'll go back to 3 lanes on each side.
MnDOT still has 1 more year to work on the project. Next year, they'll do the westbound stretch of the highway. Sonia Goins, CCX News.
In Local Vote 2020, we hear from the candidates for New Hope Mayor. Kathy Hempkin was elected to her first term as mayor in 2008 and is running for her 3rd term. She is challenged by Jonathan London, who has served on the city council since 2014.
I'm Kathy Hempkin, and I'm running for re-election to the office of Mayor of New Hope. I've enjoyed being your mayor and am proud of the many projects that we have completed, including the much-needed City Hall Police Building and the pool complex. These things all cost money, but I feel it's money well spent to keep our city safe and attractive. As a team, we have worked with businesses to make it easier for them to locate, stay, and expand in New Hope. Since elected, we have added over $220 million in development, thus increasing our tax base. I'm proud of our new housing and scattered site developments. Going forward, we will continue to attract businesses while keeping our taxes in check. I want to make New Hope a place we can all be proud of. Thank you for your support, and I would appreciate your vote on November 3rd.
Hello, I am Jonathan London. I have been honored to serve the residents of New Hope for the last 6 years. Many improvements have been made in this time, and I have been a major catalyst for improvement and accountability. The current mayor is campaigning for her 4th term. Ask yourself, when did our city begin to improve? It was 2015. I chose to run for city council in 2014 to restore the city's vitality. Today, progress has been made with improved property valuations, long-term infrastructure plans, new single-family housing, and business redevelopment. Some of my future goals are fiscal responsibility, proactive ordinance enforcement, effective and accountable public safety, and continued housing and business redevelopment. I ask for your vote on November 3rd. Thank you.
New Hope will also have 2 council positions on the ballot. Check out our website, ccxmedia.org, to learn more. Those who love to play tennis or the fast-growing sport of pickleball have something to celebrate. A new facility in the Northwest Metro has opened. As Jason Malillo reports, it's the only one of its kind in the area.
The opening of the Rogers Tennis Club is the culmination of a long journey.
It's been going on for 10 years as far as, trying to get this accomplished, and it's been a long process, but well worth it at the end.
The group of guys that I'm partnering with are just tennis fanatics like myself, and it's fun to have, a group of peers and friends that are all in on this together with me.
RTC opened its doors 7 weeks ago, and the courts started filling up right away.
I think it's fantastic. It's, we used to have to drive quite a ways to get to an indoor tennis court over the winter, and just having this so much closer is very, very nice, and having 7 courts is even nicer yet. So
this area of the state really did have nothing. The next closest facility to us heading west is St. Cloud, and they have 4 courts up there, and so really nothing to access for indoor courts was in this area, and that was one of the reasons that we looked at kind of the Rogers, Osseo areas. We thought that the population centers here, and as popular as tennis was, that this would be a good place to put a facility up and sort of meet a need not only within the communities here, but within the state for indoor courts.
The club found a home in Rogers when the partners purchased land from the city and worked closely with city officials to get the project done.
Locations are tough. Obviously, it takes a lot of space. There needs to be some synergies. You know, there's just to do it with all private money, which we virtually did, all the building and all the land and everything right here. But it was nice to get some help from the city to allow us to purchase a small piece of property right on park property. That type of thing has been really helpful. And then they just understand how to get things done.
The COVID-19 pandemic continues to shock the economy and hurt small businesses, but RTC didn't consider delaying its opening because of the pandemic. Still, they're being mindful about keeping players safe.
We know that there's going to be some trust that needs to be earned and people are going to have to come in and feel safe, and we're working really hard, but it has been one more hurdle in many hurdles along this 5-year journey, and we kind of laugh about it a little bit and just say, you know, of course there would be a pandemic when we're trying to open, but you know, the doors are open, we're filling courts, we're doing it safely, and people are really happy that we're here.
Scott Larson is also a coach at Maple Grove High School, and he envisions RTC becoming a hub for prep tournaments in the future. 2 of the courts at RTC are also set up for pickleball, a sport that continues to get more popular.
Oh man, I did not understand how fast and how big it was. There are people calling from all over. There's one group that they're booking permanent court time. They have people coming from Mankato to play this winter.
Cold weather is fast approaching, but the Rogers Tennis Club will be warm and dry all winter. Jason Malillo, CCX News.